Ewan, how's it going, my man? How are we?
Good, good, good. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Obviously, we were on the phone earlier. You were telling me that you've been working in retail for the last 5 years, that you feel like it's kind of tying you down. You're not really enjoying it. It's not giving you the life that you want to live. So, do you mind kind of running me through that? Give me a bit of a breakdown how that looks.
Yeah, man. I've been in it for I guess like 5 years now. Like, kind of, I'm in a manager now, so it's been a couple years, and managed to kind of like climb my way up that way. But I guess like more recently, I've I guess started to like evaluate what I want to do with my life. Like, I'm seeing some of my friends, get to travel and go to different countries and things like that, or just have a bit more freedom and yeah, I just like realized that like maybe yeah, I'm not getting to do the same thing, so I'm looking for I guess like a different alternative, so to speak. Yeah, just not
Hmm.
really doing it anymore. It's not really as worth it for me anymore, yeah.
Okay. So you said there that it's not really worth it. Is that just because essentially now that you just recently step up to be a manager, or how does that sort of look, sorry?
Oh, I've been in it for like I haven't imagined for like 2 years, I'd say.
Okay, okay. And like in that manager role, then are you kind of saying that you don't get that freedom? You're seeing your friends travel, but you're not sort of able to travel as much as you would want to.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm like kind of like running this, like helping to run the store, and I got like the younger guys and girls that I'm in charge of. But I feel like other than having a bit more of that like leadership role, like I'm just the same as those guys or like what I used to be, which is
Mm,
you show up to work every day, you're doing the same things day in, day out. It's like, I guess I thought like I'd be, you know, I don't know, somehow be able to like travel more and have more like, I mean, yeah, the pay increase wasn't that much greater, that kind of thing. So
okay.
yeah, just got myself reevaluating things, I guess.
So let me get this straight then. So you're working as a manager, however, you feel like even though you are in that better position, you're still kind of working the same nature of work as the people that are kind of below you. You're still in that same cycle as them. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, 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 kind of, yeah.
Okay. Because I guess for you then, obviously you mentioned the traveling as well, right? That kind of seems like the main issue for you here, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I just want to be able to you know, go go and see the world and kind of like maybe be have the chance to maybe work from a different country and
Mm,
things like that.
mm,
I guess, for me, I thought like maybe the job would be able to like bring me there or post me to like, their US office or UK office or things like that.
mm.
But I'm starting to like just kind of see that might be a bit hard and it's just maybe, it's just gonna take like way too long and not
Okay.
really give me the like the type of travel I want either,
Mm,
you know?
mm. Because whenever you say the type of travel that you want, I'm guessing you sort of mean, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, but is it just the fact that you're still going to be kind of tied down to a job as opposed to being able to travel sort of on your own will?
Yeah, yeah, it's like what you said, bro. Like just I want to be able to travel like when I want to, like on my own will, yeah.
Mm, mm. So, like, hypothetically, even, right? Let's say you were able to travel like the way that you wanted to within this job. I mean, would you still consider staying in it, or are there sort of any other reasons that are pushing you out of this job?
Um, I mean it'd be pretty cool, I guess it'd be probably better, but I mean I suppose it's not like I'd still have to like, still kind of show up to work every day, I
Mm,
guess. And like yeah, I mean unless the pay gets like a lot more, I kind of do see like, responsibilities getting higher and like having to provide for, the people around me. And so that's like yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd like to be in a better situation than just kind of in this job alone. I feel like it's not really I don't feel like I have like that much more growth to have, you know?
Right. Hmm. So you're kind of limited to just growing within this job then. So I guess like even for you then, right? Like obviously you're saying that you can't really grow within this job, but why not just look into maybe another job that would allow you to travel, the work wouldn't feel as repetitive. Would that not really be an option?
I mean, I don't even know if if I can find something like that. I suppose like, like if I tried to do like another retail job, I'd probably just be starting. I'll just be just doing the same thing, being a manager somewhere else or something, and just not get to. I feel like it wouldn't really change too much in terms of like being able to, have the ability to choose when I want to travel and when to work and things like that, you know?
Mm, mm. So would it just kind of be the exact same, more or less, as the job that you're working right now then? Like if there was another option out there.
Yeah, yeah, I guess. I mean, I'd love to find another job with with like more flexibility. I guess that's kind of maybe like why
Mhm.
I'm on the call, but yeah, I mean, I don't really know like if there's something really like that out there.
Right. So you're saying that there's not really anything like that out there for you then. But you also don't see yourself sort of staying in this job, right? So I guess if you're in a job that you want to get out of, however you can't, I mean, how would you sort of best describe your situation then even?
Oh, I mean, like I guess it's just like it's pretty like restricting, you know? Like that's kind of
Mhm.
how I feel like most days, like it's like yeah, it's all right, you're kind of just doing what you've been doing for the last few years and you know, you kind of just get used to it, but um yeah, I guess sometimes like when you see other people, I mean, want to be able to, not show up to work today or whatever it is or what, it just yeah, you just kind of have to force yourself and that kind of sucks sometimes, yeah.
Mm. Because the key word you kind of use there is restricted. Just so I have a better understanding, is that just like being tied down, kind of stuck in a way?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess you could say that, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. And I guess by restricted, then, do you mind kind of breaking that down for me a bit more? What do you actually mean by you are restricted?
Um, yeah, I mean, like even within the store and like within the job, there's like things that are just like not in my control, right? Like, the hours I work are still kind of being like I still have someone to report to in that sense. And, there's, elements of the job which I mean, just because it's like a big store, like you kind of just have to follow it because that's like the SOP. And,
Yeah.
you don't really have too much like say in certain things. You just kind of have to follow it. And, I feel like I mean, sometimes I have like good ideas and I want to like capitalize on them or I just want to like, just have life on more on my own terms. And obviously that's not really what I can do at the moment with this one, yeah, with this job, yeah.
Mm. So it's kind of not even about just the fact that you're not able to travel on your own terms. You sort of feel like sometimes you don't really have an opinion, you don't have an input within the store.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I get like small things like, how like where some places where certain things go, but like yeah, like the how the store runs itself, like it's kind of just like, managed by like a global like or like regional office team and you just kind of have to do what they want you to do, you know.
Mm. So I guess even for you then, right? This kind of position that we're in right now, you're in this position as a manager, you're not really able to travel. You're not really entitled to having that opinion to the height that you would want to have it, right? Who do you sort of feel like is actually responsible for sort of getting us to this position that we're in?
Um, yeah, I guess, yeah, it'd just be me, right? Yeah. I mean,
Hmm.
there's not really anyone else to put the blame on, I guess.
So you're saying that you do kind of hold yourself accountable for sort of being in this situation then, yeah?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I worked hard to get to, where I'm at, I guess, think like working up the ladder and getting the
Mm.
manager and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it's just, yeah, maybe my priorities have kind of changed, I guess, or whatever. I don't know.
Hmm. So I guess if your priorities have changed then, right? You've said that you've got yourself to this position. You hold yourself accountable to that. So I guess for you then, who do you feel like is responsible then for getting us out of this position?
Yeah, yeah, me again, I guess. Like, yeah, I know I gotta, I guess, start doing something to get myself out of it. I suppose
Mm,
that's why I'm Cobra, yeah.
okay. Don't get me wrong here. I mean, it's great that you do hold yourself accountable and you do see that if you got yourself in this position, you're essentially the only one that can get yourself out of it. But I guess how does it sort of sit with you that you've always had this power to get yourself out of this position? However, we are still essentially stuck in it. We're still restricted, as you said.
Um, I mean, like I feel like it's, obviously like, a bunch of different circumstances, like obviously like I need to have a job to like pay my like rent and things like that. So it's not just like something I can just like get out of, quickly or anything like that. And um yeah, I just feel like yeah, I guess I'm looking, but yeah, I don't really know it's that easy.
Mm. And basically, what you're saying is because there just is other things going on, so therefore the situation isn't that easy to just get out of, but you're kind of ready to work towards it.
Yeah, yeah, I'd say I'm definitely ready to work towards it. I just like, yeah, like, I didn't really, I just like, I'm not really sure what it is, I guess, that I'm trying to do next in that sense. I just know that, like, I guess what I'm doing now is just still keeping me in that place, yeah. And
Mm.
yeah, so I just need to find a way to like, you know, like start making maybe money elsewhere or online or whatever that can help me then move out because I can't just like stop working.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. 100%. I mean, that's completely understandable. If you have bills, if you have responsibilities, we can't just leave our job and hope for the best, right? But I just want
Hmm.
to kind of touch on something that you said there, caught my attention. You said about how, you've kind of been looking, but you don't really know yet how to essentially make the money online, right? I mean, to kind of jump back to what we said earlier, would I be right in saying that you're just kind of restricted right now, in a sense, by not knowing where to go from here?
Yeah, 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 I'd say so.
Okay. So, Ewan, right? How long do you feel like you actually have felt, I guess, restricted, stuck, whatever way you want to word it? How long has this been sort of going through your head?
I guess probably like in the last like year, it's kind of just been building up, bro. Like, like I got the manager role like 2 years ago, and I was like, I guess maybe like stoked about it, whatever. Thought like, I'd have more of this, whatever, and then did a year of that, and then as I got into my second year, just started to realize like it's just the same shit again,
Mm.
and yeah, it's just like yeah, it's kind of been like just kind of that same process.
So if you were to pinpoint it then, I mean, what do you feel like built up?
I suppose it was like the frustration of like just not being able to, you know, have. like that freedom, I guess, you know?
Mm,
Like I just felt like yeah, like I was just, having to like I had to do the same things every day. And like I feel like I wasn't really growing, and
okay.
that was like kind of like yeah, just kind of like yeah, just kind of because I wasn't really doing anything like more, just kind of felt like
Mm.
yeah, restricting, I guess. Yeah.
So the job hasn't only cost you not being able to travel the way you want to, but it's also been making you frustrated in a sense.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes definitely.
Okay. And I guess like you told me you kind of have been feeling like this for a year now, right? That you came to that realization a year ago when the problem built up. I guess over this last year, then up until now, do you feel like that feeling of being frustrated, stuck, restricted, has that sense got worse over this last year, or has it just stayed the same?
No, it's definitely got a little bit worse, I guess, because honestly, like I feel like sometimes like my patience with some things just like has gotten like a lot lower because like
Hmm.
obviously like when they first see something it's like okay let it go, it's just whatever, but then when it's like the 10th time you see it, you're just like bro, fuck this, yeah.
Mm. So kind of just like repetition of just seeing the same things happen over and over again is kind of building up that frustration.
Yeah.
Okay. Ewan, and let's say, right, we stay stuck for another year, another 2 years. I mean, following the trend that we've seen over the last year, what do you feel like this problem's going to look like if we do stay stuck?
um yeah, probably honestly I probably look like exactly the same, or if not like a little bit worse, because I'll just have like even less patience, I suppose,
Mm,
I'm just like I think I just get even more like frustrated, and just yeah, well I yeah, don't really want to be in this for too much longer if I can, yeah.
okay. Because you're saying that you don't want to be in this too much longer, right? I mean, you said that you're going to get more frustrated. What would that frustration actually look like if the problem did get worse?
Uh, Shit, I don't know, bro. I guess maybe maybe I tried to, just jump over to like another job just to like have some sort of change.
Mm, okay.
Um, but yeah, I mean, like I said, like I feel like it wouldn't really like get me what I want, right?
Yeah.
I want to be able to have that freedom and just be
Yeah.
doing another job. Just be like, learning a few different things because maybe like different clothes or whatever, like,
Yeah.
sh- shit.
100%. So I guess, even if you are saying that the problem's going to get worse, that it might lead you to take that decision to jump back to square one to a different job. I mean, is that something that we're ready to settle for? You know, being in this position that is actually worse than the position that we're in right now?
Nah, I don't want to settle for that. Nah, definitely. That's why yeah, I feel like I need to, I guess, do something about it. Yeah.
But why, man? You might find a different job, maybe it'll allow you to travel. I mean, why not just stick on the path that you're on right now?
I mean, I guess like, I mean, I could, but I feel like if there's a chance that I can like, have that, freedom from like that I've seen online that people can actually do, like, make money off their laptop and kind of be anywhere in the world, like, I'd rather have that life, bro.
Okay. So if you're ready to have that life, if that's what you want, I mean, what do you feel like needs to happen today then so that we can avoid the problem getting worse? and so that you can start actually fixing this problem.
Yeah, I mean, I probably need to like start doing something, I guess.
I mean, it's awesome that you say that, but you just don't sound very sure. You said probably, you guess. I mean, is this probably or is this definitely?
Yeah, I guess like I don't know. I feel like I'm not that sure on like exactly what to do, in that sense. Like, so I feel like it's kind of hard to, be like 100% confident on
Mm,
like what like, if it's gonna work out or whatever it is. Because yeah, like I said, like I want that life, but like yeah, I just don't know if it's even possible, I guess. I don't know.